Long ago, in the heart of the great savannah, there was a village called Obodo-Ani, a place surrounded by golden grasslands and mighty baobab trees. The people of Obodo-Ani were hardworking farmers, herders, and hunters, living in harmony with nature and the spirits of their ancestors. But one year, the rains stopped coming. The sky remained dry and cracked like a broken calabash. The rivers shrank into narrow veins of mud. The animals grew thin, and the crops refused to sprout. The people cried to the gods. They danced under the moon and offered sacrifices of yam, fowl, and palm wine at the shrine of Ayla, the earth goddess. But still, the heavens stayed sealed. An old diviner named Obodo-Ani was called from a distant town to uncover the cause. His hair was white as cotton and his eyes sharp as a hawk's. For 7 days and nights, he locked himself in the shrine, speaking to the ancestors. When he emerged, his face was pale with fear. "The gods are angry," he declared. "Long ago, your people broke a sacred oath. The spirit of the river was wronged. Until a child not born of man and woman walks this land, Obodo-Ani shall know no rain." The villagers murmured in confusion. "How can a child not be born of man and woman?" they asked. But Obodo-Ani only shook his head. "The gods speak in riddles. Only they can make impossible things possible." The drought dragged on. Many families fled to other lands. Those who stayed grew weak with hunger. Yet amidst the suffering, hope clung to the village like a stubborn vine. At the edge of Obodo-Ani, near the hills of Udo, lived a woman named Adama. She was known as the kindest soul in the village and the most sorrowful. For 12 long years, she and her husband Ezeku had tried to have a child, but none came. She prayed at every festival, offered kola nuts to every shrine, and sought herbs from every healer. But her womb remained empty. When the drought came, her husband's heart hardened. "The gods have cursed us twice," he said bitterly, "once with barrenness and again with dryness." Soon after, he left to seek better land in another region, leaving Adama behind. Yet Adama did not despair. She stayed, tending her little garden that refused to grow, feeding the orphans who wandered the village, and singing to the moon at night as if speaking to a friend. One day, while she was gathering firewood near the dry riverbed, she heard a faint cry like that of a baby. She froze. No one in the village had given birth in months. Following the sound, she came upon a strange sight, a small gourd floating in the shallow mud, glowing faintly as if lit from within. The cry came from inside it. She gasped, dropped her bundle of sticks, and lifted the gourd. The moment she opened it, a baby boy lay inside, laughing, his eyes bright as the morning sun. Adama trembled. "A child from the river?" she whispered. As she lifted him up, rain began to fall softly at first, then in torrents. The parched land drank greedily, and the village shouted with joy. The drought had ended. The villagers said it was a miracle. When Adama brought the child home, the people followed her, singing and clapping. The rain drenched them, but no one cared. Obodo-Ani, the diviner, came and looked upon the child. "This is the one," he said, "the child not born of man and woman. He has come from the spirit world to save us." The people named him Mmụọsomma, meaning the spirit who brings goodness. From that day, Adama raised him as her own. The land became green again. Rivers flowed, animals returned, and the air smelled sweet with yam blossoms. But Mmụọsomma was no ordinary child. He never cried, not even as an infant. He never got sick or hungry. He grew faster than any child in Obodo-Ani. By the time he was 3, he could speak like a grown man. By 5, he could wrestle with older boys and win without effort. He was gentle though. His laughter healed broken hearts. His touch seemed to make plants grow faster. Even the wild animals followed him when he walked through the forest. But there were some who feared him. The ruler of Obodo-Ani was Chief Ekwum, a proud man who loved power more than peace. When the drought ended, the people began to praise Adama and her child more than the chief. "Without them, we would all have perished," they said. "The gods sent the miracle child, not the chief." Chief Ekwum's heart burned with envy. He called his council one evening and said, "This child has become too powerful in the minds of the people. Soon they will bow to him instead of me. No spirit child should rule a mortal village." The council murmured in fear. None dared oppose him except one old woman, Mama Obodo-Ani, the village midwife. "Chief," she said, "the boy is a gift, not a threat. The gods sent him to bring balance. Do not provoke what you do not understand." But Chief Ekwum only sneered. "Gifts can become curses if left unchecked." That night, he sent his warriors to Adama's hut. Adama woke to the sound of shouting. Flames leapt from her thatched roof. Warriors surrounded the hut with torches, shouting, "The spirit child must die. He brings danger to us all." She clutched Mmụọsomma and ran into the forest, the fire chasing her. Her bare feet bled on the thorns, but she did not stop. Behind her, Chief Ekwim's men searched with spears and dogs. The moon hid behind clouds as if in sorrow. Finally, exhausted, Adama stumbled into a small clearing by the river, the same place where she had found the child years ago. She fell to her knees and wept. "O river spirit," she cried, "you gave me this child, and now they seek his life. What am I to do?" The river glimmered faintly, though no moonlight touched it. From its depths, a soft voice spoke, "Fear not, Adama. What comes from the spirit world cannot be destroyed by man. But the child's time among mortals is not yet done. Hide him where no eye may see." The ground beneath her feet opened gently, revealing a hollow filled with light. Adama placed Mmụọsomma inside. The boy smiled as if he understood. "Do not weep, Mama," he said softly. "When the darkness ends, I shall return." The earth closed, and silence fell. When morning came, the villagers found Adama lying by the riverbank, weeping. She told them the child had been taken by the river spirit. Chief Ekwim rejoiced secretly, though he pretended to mourn with the people. Without Mmụọsomma's presence, the land began to wither again. Not as badly as before, but enough that fear crept back into the hearts of the villagers. Children fell sick, and quarrels broke out among neighbors. The chief grew crueler, demanding more taxes and sacrifices. Anyone who spoke against him was thrown into the old yam barn and left there to starve. Adama became a shadow of herself. Every evening, she went to the riverbank singing lullabies to the wind. 10 years passed. One day, Ogbufinoka returned to the village. His beard was longer, his face lined with age. He gathered the people at the market square and said, "The gods have spoken again. The land will not know peace until the miracle child returns. But beware, his return shall bring both blessing and judgment." The villagers murmured. Some rejoiced. Others feared what judgment might mean. Chief Ekwim laughed aloud. "That boy is gone. If he returns, I will welcome him with open arms," he said mockingly, though in his heart, he trembled. That night, thunder rolled across the skies, though no rain fell. The next morning, a group of children fetching water from the river came running back, shouting, "He has come! He has come!" When the elders reached the riverbank, they saw a young man standing there, tall, strong, with eyes like pools of light. Around him, the grass glowed green, and the river flowed freely again. It was Mmụọsomma, now grown. Adama fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face. "My child," she whispered, "you have returned." He smiled and lifted her up. "I never left you, Mama. I was only sleeping beneath the earth, waiting for the time appointed by the gods." The people gathered, amazed and fearful. They saw that wherever he stepped, flowers bloomed. When he spoke, even the birds seemed to listen. Chief Ekwim, seeing the crowd around the young man, felt his old envy rise again. He called his warriors. "This time," he said, "we shall end it forever. Let no spirit rule over men." At sunset, as the people sang around the river, the chief's men crept forward with spears. But Mmụọsomma saw them and raised his hand. The wind stilled. The river rose, forming a wall of water between him and the warriors. Their torches went out. Chief Ekwim stepped forward, trembling but defiant. "You are no god," he shouted. "You are a trick of spirits to steal men's loyalty." Mmụọsomma looked at him with calm eyes. "It is not loyalty the gods seek, but balance. You have ruled with pride and greed, bringing sorrow to your people. But even now, mercy stands before you." "Mercy?" the chief spat. "You, a boy, dare speak of mercy to a ruler?" He raised his spear to strike. Lightning flashed. The spear turned to ash in his hand. The ground trembled, and a voice deeper than thunder filled the air. "Ekwim, you were chosen to guard the people, not to devour them. Your heart has become a pit of darkness." The chief screamed as the earth opened beneath him. When it closed again, nothing remained. The villagers fell to their knees in awe and fear. Mmụọsomma turned to them. "The gods have judged. Now the land shall know peace once more." For many months after that, Obodo-Ani prospered. The fields grew thick with yam and maize. Children laughed in the streets again. Peace returned. Mmụọsomma walked among the people, teaching them wisdom and kindness. He taught the farmers how to plant with the moon's rhythm, the healers how to mix herbs that cured strange illnesses, and the hunters how to take only what they needed. But as time passed, he grew quieter. One night, Adama found him sitting by the river, gazing at the stars. "My child," she said softly, "your heart seems far away. What troubles you?" He smiled sadly. "The world of men is beautiful, Mama, but it is not mine. My time here is ending. The gods call me home." Adama wept. "Must you leave me again?" He touched her face gently. "Do not weep. Though you will not see me, I shall always be near. Each time the rain falls, remember it is my laughter returning to kiss the earth." The next morning, when the villagers awoke, he was gone. Only a soft rain was falling, and in the river, a small gourd floated glowing faintly. Adama picked it up and held it to her chest. She felt warmth, like a heartbeat. She smiled through her tears. Years passed, and Adama grew old. Before she died, she told the story of the miracle child to every child and grandchild in Obodo-Ani. When they asked if he would ever return, she would smile and say, "He never left. Each time you show kindness, you call him back. Each time you share with the hungry, you invite his spirit." The gods do not live in the sky, they live in hearts that remember love. When Adama died, they buried her by the river, beneath the tallest palm. That year, when the rains came, they were sweeter than ever before. To this day, travelers who pass near the old hills of Udo say that sometimes, when the air is still after rainfall, you can hear the laughter of a child carried on the wind. The people of Obodo-Ani still tell the story of the miracle child, the boy who came from the river, brought life to the earth, and taught mortals the meaning of mercy. And each year, during the first rains, they gather at the riverbank singing, "O spirit of goodness, O child of rain and sun, may your laughter never cease. May our hearts stay pure as yours, for in the land of Obodo-Ani." They know that miracles are not things of magic, but of love, and that sometimes, the gods walk among men in the form of a child.